story of my genesis as a creator. Pure America first. My videos about 2 years ago. And what really started it was all this misinformation coming out about the Ukraine war and all these insane statistics and figures that just didn't make any sense at all. And I was seeing them giving different mathematical equations in the same article about casualties on the Russian side. And it just made me so sickened that I was like, you know what? I can't continue to let this misinformation go on. So I became involved in the information war. And I initially started a TikTok account, and that's where I really started making my videos and getting, really into this. And I guess my initial goal was to just initially kind of really affect the 2024 election. Or 24. Gosh, dang, man. It's been so long already that I'm starting to forget what year it happened. And that's pretty bad, only a year on, folks. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of this stuff was, about a year before the campaign really, or, a year before the election, I'd say. Yeah, about a year before the election. I started making these videos, and it just, I'm a conservative by nature, and it obviously translated into videos. And then I was seeing what was going on with Trump with the indictments and the insanity. And I voted for Trump in 2020, and I voted for Republicans in 2022, so by this time I was pretty politically plugged in, I was pretty aware of the giant, obviously I know the media's been lying for 10 years. I've known that, and I knew all about the censorship on the social medias because I was shadow banned many years ago before most people ever thought of becoming a content creator. I used to leave these comments, long, well thought out, multi-paragraphed comments under YouTube videos that I found controversial or that I knew would gain an audience, and I would write these beautifully composed comments, guys. I'm telling you, they would be researched, and it would take me, I stay up all night arguing with these idiots on there. And obviously a lot of my stuff was very Western chauvinistic, traditionalist, conservative, nationalist American, And so obviously I was shadow banned way back then. But anyways, fast forward to a year before the election time, man, I really started trumping hard for Trump. Stumping for Trump, trumping for Trump, I really played quite a role in getting him elected, I believe, relative to my small little realm of influence, but I've had some decent sized accounts and stuff before they were banned, nothing, I'm almost being facetious when I say that. My follower counts have always been anemic and suppressed, and, I've made videos after videos showing the actual suppression and the methods that they use, and it's not deniable. But anyways, as you guys can see, I have quite a few videos, man. Look at all these. And I just look at the thumbnail art on them, and I'm just like amazed, I remember I did the first mini-series that I did. Where CNN interviewed J.D. Vance, and I did my thing where I fact-check everything everyone's saying, either backing up J.D., because J.D. mostly told the truth, and attacking CNN for their mischaracterizations. And I made it a 5-part series, and I tried... I very painstakingly divided them and made different thumbnails for each one, and then when I uploaded them, they nuked my account. Suddenly I was getting a quarter of the engagement. It was just, man, it was terrible. I learned a lesson that you really can't spam the system with series like this. You got to release them periodically, and anyways, and I also learned that you can't really use the same thumbnail art for the whole, even though you'd like it to be, a continuum, with the art of the, the thumbnail, blah, 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 I'm repeating myself like a fool, but yeah, you guys see. Anyway, so yeah. And then we're starting to get into some of my more, I guess, modern stuff. It's crazy how much I've improved, actually, even if you watch these videos here, the quality, they're cool, yeah, they're enjoyable, but some of them are hilarious, but some of them are very factual, like innocent of blank, right there. The bottom left. But yeah, just, man, it was a joy. The campaign was so much fun for me. I was going to events like this one.
I see trees of green, red.
Man, if you guys notice something though, the quality on that, the visual, the pixels are decomposing. Literally are decomposing on the websites that I put on Facebook. Facebook seems to be one of the worst. But, so yeah, as we got closer towards the election, I took up an even more urgent emergency, and it became even more of an emergency, you know, like I really got to work. Man, I was pumping them out, and this whole time I'm fighting this huge amount of censorship where TikTok just kept trying to ban my account. I literally appealed like 200 times. I'm not kidding. For that first TikTok account that I had, I literally appealed 200 times. I won about 100 of them appeals. I kid you not, guys. And I would not only appeal, but I would report a problem. And I would also not only do them two things, but I would tag them in tweets on X, trying to shame them, like showing examples of what they were trying to violate me for and what was actually the content in my video. I would include a video and the violation, clearly showing, I have hundreds of examples, guys, where they were just flagrantly violating their own terms of service just to be able to try to ban my channel. And it was the weirdest thing because I swear to God, there was like people within that organization, that company, who like had my back and would like try to go to bat for me against the people who wanted to ban me for erroneous reasons. Because even though TikTok is one of the most censorious platforms out there, obviously they banned 8 accounts of mine. I haven't even created my 9th account yet. But, I don't know. So, yeah, it's been a struggle, but man, I made some really cool videos, man. Just look at, just art. These thumbnails are just art to me, you know? Like every single one I put so much work into. And you got to realize behind every single one of these videos is a story, a conservative story, a traditional story, an American story, but the truth. I always tell the truth, and it's always with a pro-America bent. It's always political, and a lot of them have to do with Trump or Trump's actions or conservative issues or anything, you know? Like, so, man, I've really pumped out the product, guys. I'm really proud of myself, and I've met so many cool people through the politics, you know? And politics are definitely a double-edged sword, and it's kind of sad that I got into this so late in life, you know? I wish I would have started making these videos 15 years ago. You know, who imagined? You know, who can imagine what? Huh. Wow, it would have been amazing. But, you know, you can't have regrets, you know? And you just have to be proud of what you've accomplished, you know, what you're put here on this planet to do, you know? I smoke, guys, and that's a really terrible habit, and I really need to stop that because, you know, I want to be around as long as I can to contribute as much as I can to the conservative, pro-American, pro-MAGA cause. Truly, it's not even about Trump, guys. Trump is a historic figure, one of the best presidents. Definitely the best president in my lifetime. Probably one of the best presidents in the last 100 years. He's been much more influential than JFK's short time on the planet. Who knows what JFK could have become, you know? But he was murdered by the deep state, basically the neocons. The first iteration of the neocons, you know? So, anyways, so you can see as my videos, yeah, like, man, I'm still pumping out the videos, you know? Like, look at all this, guys. And it's just about such interesting subjects, like this video here. So this young woman is Elise Taylor. She is currently the senior writer for Vogue magazine's Living division. She also has quite the presence on various social media platforms. Some time ago, she made a video where she pleaded and tried to encourage someone to kill Donald Trump, saying she would write them romantic letters if they got caught in jail. Quote, if they're into that kind of thing. She said she'd even put money on their books, meaning she would put money on their commissary accounts. She's also disturbingly obsessed with abortion. I not only called Vogue, I called the FBI on her. Watch my video all about it.
Who's planning on doing it?
So I got the actual footage of me calling the FBI in that video, guys. You know, like, man, I'm not with that shit. You're not going to threaten my president. You know, and I'm a street guy, you know, like I was in the criminal world my whole life, you know. I was a gangster a little bit, you know. I was not a good guy always, you know. I would always try to be honorable. I never told on my friends, and I never really stole from my friends. You know, I pulled bullshit through my life. You know, I've done things I'm not proud of, for sure. Trust me on that, guys. But I'm definitely trying to leave my footprint in the world, you know. Like, and this is my legacy. This is what I'm trying to leave to the world, you know. Like, there's a lot of videos. I have way more videos on my X account. I'm not trying to cross-platform, advocate or advertise or self-promote moderators. I'm just trying to tell about my story in the conservative movement, trying to help MAGA, help us help our country survive, So yeah, this is inextricably tied to politics, guys. So please, moderators, show me a little bit of respect. I work pretty hard. You guys see my content like everyone else does, and I'm sure you have maybe a small measure of respect for me. I know I'm kind of a little rough around the edges, but I'm an all right dude, But anyway, so yeah, this is just all innocent. I'm not trying to, a lot of my older videos are unwatchable due to the pixel deterioration. Oh gosh. It's worrisome, guys, man. Just another thing to worry about. I'm talking about me having trouble. Deterioration. Dang it. Anyways, no, now that I'm stuck on that, I won't be able to say it right. Oh man, I'm riddled through, guys. I'm about done. So yeah, this is what I love doing, But yeah, if you guys get a chance, I have plenty, all the different platforms I'm posting this on. I have many videos posted on this platform, so there's no need. I'm not trying to advocate for you to jump platforms or anything like that. Go to whatever platform you see this on and check out my videos. And props to the platforms for showing me a little bit of love, But honestly, that's this is going to sound weird to you guys, but only Reddit. I gotta actually have some respect for Reddit a little bit. Knock on wood. Anyways, God bless you. God bless America. God bless MAGA. May God bless me in my pursuit of trying to help out the movement. I don't make 1 cent from these guys. I've not made 1 penny from one video in 2 years I've been doing it. And this is what takes up a vast amount of my time, So, I don't know. Hopefully, I need it, I need it, honestly. For a blessing to come my way, man. I could use one. I could really use one. Guys. Anyways, I've blabbled on enough, man. I'm going to end this so I can even upload it. On some platforms, the most you can upload is 15 minutes, 20 minutes. On X, it's longer, but I don't know, guys. Anyways, God bless you. God bless America. God bless everyone. Bye.